us in. We can't wait on Cindy anymore.
Bless us, O Lord, for these gifts that you have provided for us in the form of food that will go into our bodies today. Bless us, O Lord, for our bodies, that we have them to enjoy this good food. Bless the food that goes in. Bless the words that come out. Bless the things that come from our heart. And let us have a good day together. Amen.
Amen. Well, and good morning and welcome to Leadership Breakfast at First Baptist Church. You know, we are in the 8th chapter of Mark this week. You know, our focus verse is verse 23b, and we're going to focus on that a little bit today. Verse 23b, the last half of it, Jesus is asking this blind man, do you see anything? So, you know, this is kind of, usually when we encounter Jesus and somebody that he's healed, you know, the dead little girl just gets up when he says, little girl, get up. The paralyzed man just stands up when Jesus says, pick up your mat and go on about your business. But here we get a deal where everybody brings a blind man to Jesus. And Jesus rubs that blind man's eyes, and Jesus asks him this question in verse 23. Taking the blind man by the hand, he, meaning Jesus, brought him out of the village, you know, got him outside everybody's view, and after spitting on his eyes and laying his hands on him, he asked him, do you see anything? And the blind man responds, I looked up and said, I see men, for I see them like trees walking around. Jesus laid his hands on his eyes again and looked intently and was restored and began to see everything clearly. You know, and there's where we are today, you know, with you guys. Jesus has made this statement in this 4th chapter. Having eyes, do you not see? And having ears, do you not hear? So there's the challenge for students that attend Leadership Breakfast, and it's the challenge for Brian and me and Cindy and Victoria and the other adults. It's what we talked about yesterday. If you're walking with Jesus, if you'll keep your eyes open and your ears open, you're going to see the opportunities for personal growth that he's providing to you. You're going to see the opportunity for beneficial friendships and mentorships that become available to you. You're going to start seeing later in life the money, the success, the things that are around that Jesus has for you. And you're going to hear, you know, you're going to start hearing the good things of life. You're going to be able to start seeing and experiencing what it is Jesus has for you. You can't be like the Pharisees and say, hey, Jesus, show me, convince me. Jesus says, you know, walk with me, understand who I am. And you know, even though Peter and John and Matthew and the other disciples had been seeing Jesus, and there's been all these people seeing all this stuff that Jesus has done, they're just starting to get an understanding of who he is. So y'all are no different. Y'all aren't getting to run with him, but yet you're being said, based upon what some old man says reading out of the Bible, you're expected to believe it. You're expected to start walking with Jesus so that you can hear what it is and see what it is. So Jesus are sitting around with the disciples, and we're going to wrap up with this. This is Mark writing down, recalling this evening that Jesus had with his disciples, and Jesus asked them, but who do you say that I am? And Peter answered and said to him, you're the Christ. Peter had it figured out. Nobody, you know, Jesus, when he asked, who do the people say that I am? They said, oh, you're Moses, or you're Elijah, or you're John the Baptist has come back. Now, But Peter, right now, knew he was running with the Christ. So I pray that you young people will let these words resonate today, and that statement, do you see anything? I want you guys to see something. Do you see anything yet? Our Father in heaven, I'm thankful for these young people being here at Leadership Breakfast. You know, cold air causes people to be fidgety, but they're hearing, Father. They can't walk out of the room and say, oh, I didn't know that I needed to get a new way of thinking. I didn't know I needed to make right choices and better decisions. They can't walk out of the room and say that because they've heard it. So, Father, I'm asking that they continue to hear that today, and that their eyes are open and they start to see these opportunities for personal change and personal growth, realizing that if they're not satisfied with the circumstance that they're in, the actions that they're taking, the things that are in their lives that they know are wrong, just like I do. I'm praying, Father, that they have eyes to start seeing these things and start hearing ways to have solutions. In the name of Son Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen. Thank you, y'all. Woo! It's already Wednesday.